This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in the last class, we have seen about your variables and we have seen about your the arithmetic calculations, and we have seen about your text elements. And in this today's class, we are going to see about your structures. We are going to see about your structures. So these are nothing but your collection of fields. So you can create the structure in SE11 as I told you earlier, but you can also create the structure in SE38. So if you are going to create the structure in SE11, you can use that in your tables as well as you can also use that in your programs. But if if you want to create a structure only for your program, we will always do it internally in your SE38 with the help of your types declaration. With the help of your types declaration, we are going to create your structure. So that means types declaration is nothing but your creating of a structure. Creating of a structure is called as your types declaration. So the syntax is you have to mention types. If you have multiple, then you have to mention it as column. If you don't have multiple, you don't need to mention your column, as I already mentioned you. Okay. Once again. So types, and I will be saying this as begin of, and I'm going to say GTY. So G stands for your global and TY stands for your types underscore your description, whatever the description. I told you it's a collection of your fields. So now you have to provide whatever the fields you want. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so it's a begin of, it's a collection of your fields. So now whatever the field, so you will be writing the field name. So in the table or in your structure, what you're mentioning, you will be mentioning your field name. So field name, and you will be mentioning your type, and you have to mention your description. You have to mention your data element, or you can mention your predefined type, or you can mention your table hyphen field name, or you can mention your structure hyphen the field name, your field name, and then you have to separate your comma and the remaining fields the same way, whatever the fields you have, field 2, and field 3, and so on. So how many fields you have and so on, and last you will be saying this as end of. So end of GTY underscore your description, and you will be saying this as full stop. You will be saying this as your full stop. Till that it is a comma. Now this is your field 2 and this is your field 3. Now you have created your types. Now to assign the memory, to assign the memory to assign the memory to the types declaration, we need to create a work area. So this work area, people will also call it as your structure. So work area is nothing but assigning a memory to your types. Okay, so now, so in order to assign a memory, you have to use data, and you will be saying this as ZWA, global work area, or people will call it as ZS, GS underscore your description, whatever the description you have, and then type, you need to mention it to your type. You need to mention this your GTY underscore your description, whatever the description you have. So this is how you have to declare your, you have to assign the memory. Now, how to pass the values? How to pass the values? How can you pass it? So simple, CS underscore description hyphen field one, whatever the field you have, and you will be assigning with your value, whatever the value you want, like this. So simple. So like this, you will be providing. Now, how to display? How to display? So write GS underscore the description hyphen the field one, right? GS underscore description hyphen your field one. So this is how you will be providing your work area. This is how you will be providing your work area, and you will be writing the memory to your work area. So now I'll just say this one, data and GWA, how many records you can pass? Only one record in your runtime. What happened? These guys are not there.